Thank you. First of all, I think I want to echo what my colleagues are saying, that you're very brave to come before us, and I really appreciate your taking time. I think, could you tell me a little bit about why you're interested in this issue?
Um, I've been interested in fake news. Like I've been an active internet user. I've been posting a lot, writing a lot on the internet for the last about 2 years, and I've noticed the spread of these fake stories. Like often in debates, like people are relying on completely different realities. It's like they don't live in the same world. And I was curious about like the root cause of this effect. And like I started talking to my peers, and it often seems like we have a very different idea of how the world works outside of our own social circle. So I think that kind of led me on a journey to like do more research.
Do you, do you think, have you come across, like in your interactions with people of your age, or maybe younger, slightly older, how each of us, tends to reject what we don't like to hear, and we basically just congregate together to hear what we like to hear? What is your experience on that
Yeah,
in school and among your friends?
yeah, that's been a major thing. Like, to give an example, like at a recent conference, like we were talking about college applications, and a lot of people were attributing college applications primarily to race, while other people were saying it's primarily test scores, and I was really confused about the difference. And one person stated that somebody got admitted to a prestigious institution solely because of their race. So I was, so it seems like people are living in different, like they have different conceptions about how things work. Additionally, today morning I talked to people about their usage of social media and trying to get news. And it seems like people have subscribed to radically different outlets. Like some people go through very mainstream New York Times, Economist, these kind of web places to browse their information, while others like tend to go on Twitter or Facebook and just see stories their families and friends share. So I found that quite interesting.
So I want to follow up with Ms. Rahayu's question about how best you think we can help to communicate to young people like yourselves. I think, sometimes if we are only just talking all the time, like, oh, be careful about this, be careful about that, do you think there is a chance, a danger of young people just shutting their minds and saying, oh, I'm not going to listen, don't tell me what to do? What is the best way for us to really communicate? Yeah.
I think it's best like give real life examples. Like I've yeah, this is it's a major problem of people just tuning out, like forgetting, like not listening, considering it just like action they must take. So I think it's important that the way these messages are structured are engaging and interesting by, for example, maybe incorporating gamification, like disguising it as a video game, or maybe like have like a social experiment, like the recent police operations on scams, where they operated their own scam outlets, and when people would fall for it, they would educate them. So maybe the government could like have some of these take a similar action for online falsehoods, like spread like a harmless online falsehood, and then when it's spread, they can like come out publicly and rebut it, like show how dangerous it is. So I think that could be like a sting operation. Like,
What do you think of the efforts that have been made Singapore so far, whether in public or private schools, to reach out to students on media literacy? What efforts are you aware of, and how effective do you think they have been?
there have been efforts at my school, like for a long time, like even back like 5 years ago, we had this assignment where we were given various statements and a website, and we had to research its reliability. And they've been moderately effective. I wouldn't say extremely effective, as I think the speed of technology, the way technology has progressed, has been far too rapid for any like school curriculum to catch up.
Right. Okay, so ultimately, perhaps we should be inculcating in each of us a sense of social responsibility, that what we say may have implications and will have consequences. And that should hopefully help us to be a bit more careful how we post what we want to post.
I think it would be ideal, but I don't think that would be too effective, as typically we it wouldn't, saying it has consequences would well it there's just too many people posting on the internet for saying it will have consequences to be a meaningful threat. Like I talked to all my friends today morning, and they all admitted to having lied on the internet. And I said, aren't you afraid of the consequences if anybody finds out? They just laughed it off, as everybody does it. And I don't think saying, oh, lying on the internet will have consequences is going to be a very effective message to prevent people from doing it, as it simply simply happens too commonly.
So we need to do more.
Yes, you need to do more. Like try a different message. Like try having people think critically before accepting a fact. Like maybe create a 3-point test when seeing a headline before deciding if it's accurate or not. Or perhaps have people, because a major problem is people just read headlines and they don't read the actual article, which in fact might be radically different. So tell people to read the whole headline, read the whole article before making any conclusions.
Thank you. Thank you for your interest, and thank you also for helping to alert your friends to what they should or should not be doing on the internet. I think we need more young people like you. Thank you. I have no further questions.